You know, we usually think of saving money as like pure math, right? You hit your savings goal, your spreadsheet turns green, and you feel safe.
Yeah, ideally. That is the goal.
Right. But today's deep dive is into excerpts from the book The Mindful Wallet. And we're looking at this really bizarre psychological trap. The authors call it the oversaver's dilemma.
Which is such a fascinating concept.
It really is. Our mission today is to figure out why having plenty of cash in the bank can actually feel like walking through a minefield.
It completely defies logic.
Yeah.
People build these massive safety nets, yet the act of spending even a tiny fraction of that money
Triggers
triggers
intense panic.
exactly intense physical panic.
Take this story from the text about Raj. He's a 40-year-old engineer in Penang. And on paper, I mean, the guy is crushing it.
Oh yeah, discipline saver, zero risk.
Yeah, but privately, he feels this paralyzing guilt over taking his family out for a simple dinner at a hawker stall. Like, I don't get it. Raj is an engineer. He's literally trained to look at data. Why can't his brain just look at his spreadsheet and turn off the panic over a plate of noodles?
Well, because his nervous system isn't reading the spreadsheet, it's reading an old, deeply ingrained script called money vigilance.
Money vigilance.
Yeah. What's fascinating here is that vigilance actually starts as a healthy trait. I mean, it gets you to save in the first place.
Sure, it keeps you out of debt.
Right. But for someone like Raj, that caution has hardened into rigid anxiety. His brain treats letting money flow out of his account as a genuine physical danger.
Okay, let's unpack this. So it's less like wearing a restrictive life jacket and more like, I don't know, a home security system that goes off every time the wind blows.
That is a perfect way to look at it. The alarm is deafening, even when the house is completely safe. And to understand why that alarm is so sensitive, you really have to look at when it was first installed.
Ah, so we have to trace this behavior back to its emotional roots.
We do. If you look at Raj's childhood, he grew up in a household where finances were, well, highly unpredictable. His parents were constantly worried about emergencies.
So he just internalized that anxiety.
Completely. He internalized a severe scarcity mindset. He learned early on that extreme preparation, guarding every single cent, was the absolute only way to survive.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Does this mean our adult financial decisions are essentially just our inner child reacting to old environments, like regardless of our current bank balance?
Pretty much, yeah. This raises an important question about how the nervous system links spending with danger. It's an old protective reflex that hasn't realized the threat has passed.
The body literally doesn't know the bank account grew.
Right. The amygdala, the brain's threat center is just misfiring. So when Raj pays for that hawker dinner, his body is launching a genuine survival response.
Man! So if his brain is stuck in a survival reflex, how do we fix it? You can't just tell someone in the middle of a panic response to, like, take a deep breath and expect the anxiety to vanish.
No, you definitely can't. You have to use actual behavioral recalibration. The authors call it cultivating mindful wealth.
Mindful wealth. Okay, how does that work?
It works a lot like exposure therapy, actually. You don't cure a fear of heights by jumping out of a plane, and you don't cure money vigilance with a massive luxury splurge.
Oh, right. That would just cause a meltdown.
Exactly. You have to physically prove to your nervous system that spending is safe through microdoses.
Like the hawker stall dinner.
Yes. Raj needs to make small, intentional purchases that build connection, and then he needs to actively sit with the feeling of that transaction.
Oh, I see. Framing it as an investment in family well-being, not a loss.
Exactly. By buying that dinner, seeing his family enjoy it, and realizing the world didn't end, he creates new neural pathways. He's teaching his brain that the money was exchanged for a high-value return.
Right, family connection.
Yeah, it wasn't just lost to the void. Over time, that exposure rewires his emotional baseline.
So what does this all mean for you listening? It means reminding yourself that preparing for the future really doesn't require depriving the present.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, true security comes from trusting yourself to make balanced choices, not just hoarding cash out of fear.
Which leaves you with a final thought to chew on today. What if the absolute safest thing you could do with your money tomorrow isn't to save it, but to intentionally spend it on an experience that reminds you why you are alive?